how to prophesy accurately and tell people things about their past, even though you've never met them before. In this video, I'm going to share the exact secrets that these prophets use when they are prophesying to people, telling people their names, phone numbers, details about their past, and everything accurately without even using visions. I created a system named Prophesying by Deduction. This is when you look at somebody, and by looking at the person, you get information from them without hearing the voice of God, without hearing any spiritual sound, without seeing any vision. Let me teach you. These secrets are powerful. I've used them, they work for me, and I've taught my students, and it also worked for them. What I just want you to do is watch this video to the end and subscribe to my YouTube channel. How can you look at somebody and prophesy everything about their past? Tell them what they did in the past, everything that happened to them, and even use it to get names without seeing visions. Because I know you have issues with seeing visions. Some of you, you can't see visions. You're like, what can I see? I'm not seeing anything. Well, with this system, you don't even need visions. And you will get details about the person's past. How can we do it? Let's get started. This system involves you understanding that human beings are very similar. All the human beings you've met, they are very similar. This is why telepathy is based on the framework and foundation that what you think is what they are thinking. That is how telepathy works. But this prophesying by deduction is your experiences are very similar to their own experiences. The places you've been to before are similar to the places they've been to before. The way they behave is similar to the way you behave. Understand? So how can you do it? You meet a man, you've never met him before. He walks to you in the church. You look at him. You can gauge his age. Now, this system will not work for people that lack the ability to just guess simple things. You look at the man. When someone is 30 years old, you will know. If someone is above 40, you will know. If someone is above 50, you will know. You can just look at the man. He's grown up. You look around. Maybe his wife is there. If his wife is not there, you will know that this man is going to have a wife. You just know that the man is going to have a wife. Why? Because most people around that age of like 55, they are usually married. It's just normal. Just tell him you have a wife. Yes, it's correct. You start from there by deduction. Number two, you just tell him because you understand that men usually marry women that are shorter than them. You can start describing his wife. Your wife is shorter than you. He says yes also. If the man is dark in complexion, you know that there is a high probability that his wife will be light skinned because it's rare. Now there's an exception. There's usually an exception. But most people, if the man is dark, they want to marry a light skinned woman. If the man is light skinned, they want to marry a dark skinned woman. I just looking at the man, is dark skinned. Your wife is fair, light in complexion. And he will say yes. If the man is slim, he most likely will be married to a woman that is thick, and you tell him your wife is thick also, he says yes. That's the answer. Then you look at them again. You look at the man, and you be like, no, this man is going to have daughters because of the way he looks. He looks very calm. He looks a certain way to you. He's going to have more than two daughters. And you tell him you have more than two daughters. I see that most of your children are female. And he will say yes also. By deduction, I did not see any vision. I've tried it and it worked. It worked by deduction. And you begin to say, wow, powerful. Some people might be like it's guesswork, but you try it and see whether you can get the guesswork. But it works for me. I'm just able to deduce these things naturally. But even if it's guesswork, then it's advanced guesswork. You can train yourself to have that same ability to guess such thing, then you're extremely exceptional. All I care about is result. Is it correct? Yes, that's all. When prophesying to the man, begin to get information about him. You look at him, it doesn't look fresh. You know that his finances is off. There's a certain way the man looks. You tell him, walk towards me. And the way he raises his hands, like you are a teacher, and he says, yes. Just from the way he raises he moves his hands. If the back of the man is a little bit curved, you check his accent, the way he speaks, as if his educational level is low. You'll be like, is either he's a farmer or he works with the government, but a low grade job. One of those two. You look at the color of his clothes. You tell him, come close to me. Say your name, Daniel. The way he speaks, you're like, This man didn't go to school at all. You look at his hands very thick, like he has been doing farm work. Then you be like, you're a farmer, and he says yes. Now you can use it to get names. I use it to get names too. When I tell people, me, I don't hear the voice of God. Me, I don't hear the voice of God. There is no such thing. The bad angel will say God tells him about the future, but he gets information from the person about themselves. This is what Prophet Hubert Angel is talking about. That gets the information from the person. This is it, but it's not telling you. But me, I'm telling you now. Hubert Angel says God tells him about the future. Me, God does not tell me about the future. And I prophesy, and it's correct. What are we talking about? This is how you prophesy by deduction. It's a skill. You can't just learn it in one day. It takes time. If you go out there and you don't join my prophetic school, you'll just be guessing, you'll make mistakes. But by looking at somebody, I can tell them the exact amount in their bank account. 630,000 naira, and I'll be very correct. And it's based on deduction. I did not see any vision. For me, I'm like the embodiment of prophecy. I feel like when you reach the highest level of prophecy, it feels like it's your ability. It doesn't feel like you are speaking to one God again. You are just you and you just do it. This is the Gaffer, the God of prophecy. If you want to join my prophetic school and learn how to prophesy very accurately, click the link below. It's just $100 for a year. It used to be $1,000 for just my course and $3,000 for the mentorship. I want everyone to get access to this, and I want to create a community whereby we are not just prophesying in the church names and numbers. No, we create results. You ask a question, how can I make $1,000,000? And you get the answer and you work towards it. How can I make $100,000? You work towards it and it happens. The time has passed whereby people are just prophesying names and numbers. Time has passed. Create results in biochemistry, chemistry, science, physics. Use your prophetic gift to create new things. That's what I'm all about. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you share this video, like, and subscribe. God bless you.